Hello fellow Helldivers, Thorn here, and today we're going to be talking about new mission type objectives. You might have noticed that yesterday we talked about a brand new type called Intel with special rewards, but today we're going to talk a little bit about the Illuminate objectives as we now know a bit more about that, but along with that also some stuff about the DSS. We're going to go over all of that, but without further ado, let's jump into today's topic. So yesterday you guys might have watched the video where we talked a little bit about a brand new objective type coming into the game. And this all comes to Iron Sights and Asunder, who let us know that there's going to be a special intel objective on the map. There's going to be the objective to collect intel at Crash Super Earth drone sites, which will come back into play in a minute when we talk about Super Earth. There will be sites marked with a red flare that is visible from across the map, and our goal is to carry this intel with you to extraction. Upon successful extraction of intel, you will unlock special opportunity missions, so a mission within a mission basically, and opportunity missions will likely have unique objectives and may take place behind enemy lines. Now, thankfully, Asunder actually went ahead and showed us some coding actually in the game files. It lets us know that intel packages are worth 500 requisition if they're extracted from a mission. The location of the intel is indicated on our mini-map. There will also be compromised intel packages that will notify the enemy of our whereabouts and cause an encounter. There will be retrieving intel triggers and enemy response, and we will be able to get special rewards, and this will all be tied to an intel PDA, which is currently unused and in our hips on the game right now. You can actually run around and see it sometimes. Now, that being said, Iron Sights did let us know of some other mission objectives that are coming in the very near future, and this one actually revolves around, well, the Illuminate. He let us know that there are going to be Illuminate Ritual objectives, and our goal is to locate and stop all Illuminate rituals. At the ritual sites, Illuminate summoners will actively perform a ritual, and we got to interrupt it and kill all summoners. There is actually a ghoul model in the game that will be summoned to go ahead and stop us while we're doing that to aid them in combat, and upon interrupting a ritual, a large earthquake will be felt nearby. There are two ritual types, defaults and whole. The dark fluid harvesters might also be involved. If you haven't seen it, this is the whole, I believe, right here. It's just like a big jar looking thingy, but that's gonna be somewhat involved with the ritual. Now, along with that, the dark fluid harvester Iron Sights was actually put into the game. This is an Illuminate based thing. A dark fluid, if you don't know, was something that caused the explosion with the Meridia black hole, which is why everyone thinks it is so closely tied with the Illuminate. You can see the harvester in game right here. It is a pretty big object towering over the trees and rocks and foliage around with it. Now, along with that, there's gonna be even more types of mission objectives coming into the game. There's gonna be our goal to manually place a hive scanner in a designated location to scan an underground hive. You can see the icon right here. Interestingly enough, this is likely going to tie in with Hive Lords as a future enemy, and then possibly even the Super 3 Predators that we've been talking about on the channel a little bit. That is going to be a new terminate enemy faction. Going back to that Super Earth thing with the intel, there is also going to be some more missions that we have on Super Earth, most likely when we elect a president. Iron Sights showed us this briefcase objective icon, which definitely to me seems like a nuclear bomb, which we know is going to be a clan stratagem in the very near future, and it is likely, he said, tied to the president's football objective. We don't know much more, but there's basically going to be a mission where we have to protect Super Earth's president's mansion against whatever force, whether it be the Illuminate Terminids or automatons, whoever actually launches an assault on, well, Super Earth. Now, going into something that is really fun is Iron Sights also showed us brand new Platoon DSS stratagem icons. We are very close to having the DSS built, so I think we're on the last phase before we go ahead and test fire it. There's 4 icons you can see here. One seems to be bombing, one seems to be a bomber, one is a fast forward button, I'm not too sure about that one yet, and the other one is hexagonal, which is likely going to be a booster. That's what it looks like to me. However, once again, Asunder was able to find scripts in the game files, which does actually give us a lot more information on what these icons could be. There's planetary bombardment, which fires periodic orbital barrages during missions, accelerates the process and liberation campaigns. There's also going to be a DSS deploying Eagle strafing runs, and it will periodically deploy Eagle airstrikes during the mission, and it slows enemy progress in defense campaigns. So it seems like each one of these stratagems are tied to different mission objectives we're doing on different planets that we will vote to go do, as there is going to be a voting system. There's also going to be an incoming Eagle storm. The DSS activates its 0G anti-ship missile system, targeting all large enemy spacecraft attempting to exit the planet's atmosphere. In addition, it diverts excess manpower to super destroy logistical support. Then there's some stuff in the files right there about voting failed, please try again, continuous barrage rain down during missions, and station moves in as we cast our vote to influence where the DSS will be stationed during its next cycle. So we're gonna have to basically guess where Joel is going to go ahead and go next with the storyline, and then we vote to go ahead and try to cut him off. I actually see there at the very bottom that hexagonal one is likely a booster, as it says defense campaigns cannot originate from this planet. The booster is automatically active for all missions. Unfortunately, it doesn't let us know in the game files what exactly that booster does yet. However, there was actually something found in the data mine files, and we showed it off the other day, but you may not have seen it. There is a brand new Strowman broadcast about the first time the DSS actually gets fired, and we're gonna go ahead and play that right now.
Good evening. I'm your host, Coretta Kelly. The Democracy Space Station has completed its first test fire, successfully destroying a small moon. It is now ready to enter operation. Staffed by over 1.5 million personnel and costing over 1 billion super credits a day to operate, the DSS is expected to make an immediate and significant impact to the galactic war. The placement and usage of the DSS will be voted on by the Helldivers. This marks an auspicious milestone. The first use of managed democracy to direct a massive superweapon. Up next, reports of missing colonists are on the rise. Could adventurous comic books be to blame? Stay tuned.
So that's everything you had to know about the new mission objective types coming in. We're going to go ahead and jump into some community clips now. Don't forget to follow me on Thornton Smash on Twitter and send me your clips, and you might actually see yourself in the video. But without further ado, let's roll it.
On me.
Because we're supposed to grab this.
Oh my god.
SSD. Let's go.
Helldiver, you are moving outside the mission area.
I watched that happen.
Are you flying again?
Yeah, it's in space.
Look at that. It's like flashing. What the fuck is that?
Those are missiles.
Let me know down below, what are your guys' thoughts on these new mission objective types? Do you think that it would spice the gameplay loop up, or are you actually currently happy with the missions that we have in game? Also, don't forget to check out this video and this video right here where I cover new information on Helldivers 2 on the daily. And until next time, everyone, thanks for stopping by. Keep spreading democracy.